If you would for a minute, please close your eyes and imagine a world without any electricity. No lights, no televisions or theaters, no electrical appliances or conveniences such as microwaves, dishwashers, clothes washers, anything like that. Well, that's the way it was before 1880, when a man named Thomas Edison decided that this was absolutely unacceptable. Thomas Edison was a brilliant man that changed the world forever with his imagination and his relentless pursuit of perfection. I personally have benefited from Thomas Edison's hard work because I am an electrical line worker, and I have been provided with an opportunity for a career that is very secure. It's very rewarding, and it's a decent pay, and I really and truly enjoy it. And I can thank Thomas Edison for that, basically. A few inventions of Thomas Edison, and he had a lot of them. He was credited with over 1,000, actually 1,093 before he passed away. The first one would be the phonograph that everybody's heard about. It was really cool. It would record his voice. He said Mary had a little lamb in it, and it would replay it back to him. It's kind of a novelty, according to memorylock.gov, a website I found about it. Also, he was credited with inventing direct current electricity. And direct current was invented to, to generate enough electricity to supply power to homes and businesses was Edison's dream, according to Edison's Miracle of Light, which is a video from PBS. He also was credited with inventing and improving the incandescent light bulb, according to Edison's Miracle of Light video also. And then before he passed away, he invented motion picture. So we can thank him for televisions and theaters and everything like that. Let's turn our attention first to the phonograph. The phonograph was invented by Edison in 1877, and it was very basic. Basically you'd speak into it, and it would use a series of vibrations, and it would impress basically a divot onto a piece of foil. And then when you would replay it back, it would actually play the vibrations back to you. It would actually sound like it was repeating exactly what you said. And it was really, really cool at first. It sold very, very fast, but it was a novelty. It did make money. Edison received $10,000 plus 20% of all the gross proceeds in the beginning. But after a while, everybody realized it was kind of limited in its use, other than just for show. Now the next thing he invented was DC electricity. Let's talk about that a little bit. Edison invented direct current electricity. He invented how to generate it, but generating it wasn't good enough if he couldn't actually distribute it to the customer. And once the customer received it, what were they going to do with it? So he actually invented the entire industry of all the electrical apparatus, the wires, the switches, the sockets, everything that was needed to distribute the electricity to your house. The problem with direct current was, in order to send it long distances, the wire needed to be huge, extremely large, which, because of direct current was so inefficient, there's a lot of loss in the power line from point A to point B. And after a mile or so, it wasn't that effective. And in 1880, the people lived in rural areas. It really wasn't going to take off that well. But Edison wouldn't believe that. Now let's talk about another one of his inventions, light, the incandescent light bulb. Now right here I have the actual patent found on the internet from the archives. If you can read the top of it. And take a look at the drawing. That is the original patent, January 27th, 1880. He actually perfected it in 1879, but the patent didn't go through until 1880. This was just one of the over 1,093 patents that Edison actually was credited with. It did bring him probably the most fame, and what probably most people still remember his name as was being the inventor of the light bulb. It was constructed in his place of work in Menlo Park, New Jersey, where he had a crew that worked almost around the clock. And they were very relentless. They did not sleep very much at all. Now the light bulb I have right here is actually a modern day incandescent light bulb. And if you really look at it up close, it really hasn't changed much in 130 years compared to the picture. from 1880, hand-drawn by Mr. Edison himself. Same design, basically. Okay, to the next invention that we were going to talk about. Let's go to the movies. A motion picture. A lot of people don't realize that Edison and his crew actually invented the first motion picture for public viewing in the year 1893, according to memorylock.gov. This obviously changed everybody's future for dates, for movie night, for family night. Everybody watches movies, it seems. So, I mean, he had a lot of inventions that affect everybody, even still today. In conclusion, I'd like to say I think it's pretty obvious that Thomas Edison was a brilliant man that changed the world forever with his vivid imagination and his relentless pursuit of perfection. The things that really stand out to me among the many, many things he invented were the phonograph, DC electricity, light bulbs, and motion picture. So, the next time you turn a light switch on and off, please join me in thanking Mr. Edison.